All right, with us now, defense and trial attorney Misty Marris. Counselor, it's great to see you. So, prosecutor's opening statement. There's so much evidence that Whitney just laid out there. You have the purchases of the poison. You have web searches. You have the affair. You have the murder for hire plot. So, if you're the prosecution, planning your opening statement, how do you choose what to focus on?
Yeah, John, what they're going to have to do is weave this together, and they're going to be really focused on timeline, looking at that period of February 2023 through March 6th to March 18th when Angela Craig passes away. And they're going to take all of that, including what you just said, that electronic footprint, those internet searches, the purchasing of these poisons, and they're going to match that up with Angela's hospital stay. And to do that, they're going to be looking at her declining condition. Doctors are baffled, and they're going to match it up with what was going on with Craig during that time. And that's how they're going to do it. They're also going to focus on this video, which happens during the times that she's in and out of the hospital, that critical time period in March, where she confronts him, and it's on video in their kitchen, saying, "Why did you tell the hospital that I'm suicidal? Now they're not taking me seriously." So that is a key piece of evidence that the defense really tried to keep out of the trial.
Oh, yeah, but as for the defense, you just brought up the one word that seems to be central to the entire case for them, maybe their only defense, which is suicide.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to be focused on this narrative, presumably, and this is what we learned from all the pre-trial hearings, that Angela was actually suicidal, or they were in a game of chicken. They were in a tumultuous marriage. There were threats of divorce. And that was why he was acquiring these poisons. He had told this to another key witness, his dental partner, during the time that he was actually getting these things delivered to his dental practice. And his partner said, "There's no medical reason for this at a dental practice." So that's going to be a key component. But where the defense is really going to focus, John, because you get into a sticky situation from everything that happened behind bars when you talk about that suicide narrative, they're going to be focusing on the investigation. They're going to say that there were blinders for him the whole time, the husband, and also that testing of the actual protein shake containers came back negative on toxicology. So I expect to see the defense really go after forensics, toxicology, battle of the experts, and talk about the investigation where it lacked.
What are the risks for the prosecution here, especially in a case where, at least when you look on paper and you read the stories going in, you're like, wow, look at all the evidence here?
Absolutely. And I think prosecutors do not have to show motive. That's something that they don't have to explain to the jury. But gosh darn it, it helps, especially when you're talking about a husband and a plot to murder his wife. So I think where prosecutors are going to have to fill in that gap, which can be risky, John, because when you talk about motive, you're starting to get into the defendant's head, even more so than proving intent. You're talking about something else as well. But I think here they're really going to have to do so because this is such a twisted story. It's so horrific, 6 children. And I think prosecutors are going to have to explain the why to the jury.
We'll wait and see what they do. Opening statements begin shortly. Misty Marris, thank you so much.
Thank you.